Hello guys, Recon here, and it's a nice Saturday morning here in Spain, and I decided to record another gameplay commentary for you guys, and playing this time on Noshahr Canals, Conquest, large, 64 players, and I'm choosing Recon class this time around. Wanted to discuss a little bit this class and maybe hopefully share some tips and tactics with you guys for using this class successfully. So first of all, as you can see here, I'm using the M40A5 sniper rifle, which is, I believe, is the second or third unlock. No, sorry, it's a fourth unlock for Recon class. The first weapon you have is SV98, and this gun is actually pretty good. This is really similar to SV98, but I found it more accurate. I don't know why, but it seems like I get more headshots, and maybe it has less bullet drop. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's quite effective, and I believe I've got already over almost 300 kills with the gun. Yeah, to be precise, 299 kills, and out of 299 kills I got 244 headshots. So this definitely showcases that this gun is very accurate, and it's highly recommended for aggressive recon usage. And here on this game I'm playing kinda aggressive recon using the motion sensors, which are called TUGs in this game. If you played Bad Company 2, you might be familiar with the motion sensors, but in that game you had to basically throw them into where you thought the enemy were, and they would be spotting the enemy players for you. But in Battlefield 3, the motion sensors are static. You cannot throw them, and you have to set up every time you basically want to be in the area and spot enemies. You have to set up every time the motion sensor. So this is kind of uncomfortable, I would say, and it requires a lot of precision and also some tactical knowledge of the map and where the enemies are at all times to be obviously successful, because it's much harder now to get motion sensor kill assists than in Bad Company 2. I'm also using the Magnum as a secondary weapon, and it's important to pick up a good secondary weapon because, as you might know, in Battlefield 3 all sniper rifles are now 2-shot kills in the body and below, and 1-shot kills in the head, basically. And what it means is that if you, for example, run into an enemy and of course you don't have enough time to aim properly to the head, you will definitely have to pull your secondary weapon just to finish off the enemy, because if you get the hit marker, like for example I got here but that guy was too far away, and you will have to finish him off with your secondary weapon. And right here, as you can see, I received my first service star for Recon class. And yeah, so going a little bit further, discussing the Recon class. Recon also, it's a really good and helpful class for their team, especially on the maps with the vehicles, because they get to laser designate the targets with the SOFLAM support. You basically have to set up the SOFLAM, which is stationary again, and you can laser designate the targets for the engineers with the javelins to take them out. And it's highly effective, but you have to communicate really well with your teammates, and you have to also set up in the good places, because otherwise you won't be able to designate anything. The best places for that would be high grounds, mountains, maybe some high buildings in some maps, so that you can see a large portion of the map, and by that you will be able to laser designate targets more effectively. Then the other thing for Recon is the MAF, which states for a mini, I believe it's mini air vehicle or something like that, or micro air vehicle, and it's also a useful thing for your team. But I found it really, you have to also learn how to control it properly, because sometimes it's harder to control than other things, even the helicopters. And what it does for you is basically giving you the possibility to view the battleground from above, and it also incorporates the thermal camera, and you will see enemies much easier, and you will be able to designate them for your team. But I also found that Recon in this game, it's kind of a two-edged sword. If you play really well and if you have a good aim and you can shot to the head with this, you will be able to score a lot of points. But if you are using MAF or SOFLAM, you won't be able to score so many points, because obviously if you are killing with a MAF on Metro, you will be able to score many points, but usually it's harder to score points with Recon using those tools, because they give really few points. For example, for motion assist it's 20 points, I think. For spot assist it's also less, and SOFLAM support you also get really few points compared to for example maybe engineers who can disable vehicles or destroy vehicles. They get much more points, same as support, while resupplying your teammates, and also obviously medic while reviving or giving medic kits to your teammates. So in order to be successful with the Recon class, you have to kind of support your team by getting a lot of kills. Basically, if you get a lot of kills and a lot of headshots, you will be able to score many points due to the marksman bonus, which is the bonus you get with the Recon class when you perform a headshot with your sniper rifle. And basically they give you additional points for that, equal to the distance that in that you kill the enemy player. So for example, if you perform the headshot at 200 meters, they will give you, apart from 100 points for the kill, 200 additional points for the distance. So this is really good, and this allows you to score many points, of course, but then you have to be really precise. Of course, it's not easy to score headshots, because you have to take into account the bullet drop, and also you have to take into account the rifle you're using and the scope you're using as well, because obviously with this scope I'm using, which is a 8x scope, it's different from the ballistic scope, which is 12x. So it zooms much closer than this one, and then therefore you have to kind of adapt to that scope and take into account the bullet drop in a different way. And also obviously Recon also has different guns which are firing different velocities. For example, this one, I believe it's similar to SV98, although it looks more accurate. And then we have M98B, which is the second unlock after the M40A5, and that gun, that sniper rifle, allows you for more precision, but it has its drawbacks, because it has slower reload times as well as lower bullet count in the magazine. So I think it's only 5 bullets against 10 in the M40A5 and SV98, and therefore you have to be really precise and really accurate with that gun. But of course then you can also snipe at longer distances, which is also a huge bonus. So in my opinion, Recon class, it's a lot of fun to play, and also you get a lot of satisfaction when you get those long or mid-range headshots, and it's really a lot of fun to get those headshots. And of course it's more difficult than with other weapons, but once you get used to it, you will be able to have a lot of fun and to really help your team as well. by supporting them from the distance, also spotting the enemies, and also don't forget when you're playing this class to, if you are using, for example, soft lamp, put it in some good place to laser designate the targets, or the motion sensors. Always pick them up when you're leaving the place, and also always put them whenever you are going to stay, because this will help your team really a lot. So in this particular game, I've done pretty well. I believe I scored something like 30 kills or 34 kills and only died about 4 times. Obviously I had to edit it really heavily because it lasted for about 24 minutes, I believe, and to fit the YouTube format I had to shorten it to about 10 or 11 minutes, and it was a pretty good game, and I really hope you enjoyed it, guys. I will bring more sniper Recon content in the future because I'm really enjoying playing this class, and yeah guys, this was about it. I would like to thank you for watching, and scoreboard is gonna come just a little while, and yeah guys, I'll see you later.